I finally finished all the pages for my December daily. I'm so happy that this part is done. So what I'm going to show to you today is I'm going to go through the rest of the pages, days 27 to 31. I'm going to show you a little bonus project that I made, and I'm going to give you my reflections on the whole December daily process. Then once I get the book bound up and closed, I'm going to put some finishing touches on it. Then I'll do another flip through video, so there'll still be one more video in this series. So we left off on day 26. Let's take a look at day 27. Day 27 was a happy holiday in Bridgetown. So my dad lives out in rural Nova Scotia. He's like 2.5 hours out from Halifax. So it wasn't until the 27th that we could make time to go to his house because we had so much other visiting to do. So we went and spent an afternoon out there. And as you can see, he taught me how to use a crossbow. They recently became legal in Halifax. So that's me and my dad, and he's teaching me how to use it. This is just a page cut out of the paper collection. A Happy Holiday, that is cut from the Jelly Bean Soup stickers, the Red Christmas stickers. I just cut the A out of the word peace because I didn't use the word peace, and then Happy Holiday, those words were already included in Bridgetown, and Bridgetown is where he lives. There's a journaling spot there, and that's just mounted on a piece of green pattern paper, and the photos mounted on red cardstock, and then there's some gold ribbon around it, or gold nail tape, and a little bit of gold up there. The number is from my Snap Simple Story sticker sheet because I ran out of numbers. The paper collection only went up to 25, so I'm kind of scrambling to find the numbers to finish the month. And then this is one of the tags that came with that collection, and this was one of the Cartabella brads, and I just popped the enamel dot off of it because I didn't want the whole bulk of the brad, and I didn't want to poke it through the paper, so I just took the dot off of it. I wanted another tab hanging out of the book, so here it is, and it has an I Heart Christmas sticker that was from the Cartabella paper collection, and two of the Bo Bunny, they call them bling, but they're gold cabochons. They're not, they don't bling to me. So that's day 27. So let's take a look at day 28. Day 28 was shopping with Mom. My mother is starting a brand new job for the first time in 17 years, and she's really nervous about it. And she needed a whole new wardrobe for it because it's a little bit more formal of a setting. So we went out and we spent the day, my sister and I, shopping with her. So the first picture is my mother and my sister, and I swear they look more alike every year. And I just put a little gold glitter mat on that. And then this is one of the Teresa Collins tags. It's one of my favorite tags, and I was getting towards the end of the book, and I was like, oh no, I haven't used this. It's so beautiful. So I think I managed to make it work in this page, and I just added a couple of little red Artemio dots to it, and because I thought it complemented these dots here. And then this number and the word Mom and all these black hearts, they came off of the alpha sheet that Sue gave me for the Week 2 Challenge prize. So I was happy to have those. These are some Snap Stories stickers here, and then there's just like a little journaling spot. I'm having trouble getting it in the frame. My frame is not as big as it, for some reason, as it normally is. So some Artemio stars there. And then this actually comes out, and this is a picture of a puzzle that my sister and I do every year. It takes us about an hour and a half, and we time it, and that little sheet of paper is our times for every year. And we beat last year's time, so I felt pretty good about that. And then this is the back of the card. Just a little bit of journaling, snap stickers, and some Teresa Collins washi tape from the Tinsel & Company collection. So that just pops in there. Yeah, that's day 28. So this page can go in the book. My book is downright fatty, fat at this point. It's pretty crazy. Yikes. Okay, so I started counting the pages, and I realized I was going to end up with a blank page at the end. So I decided for day 29 to do a cut down page and just use both sides for the same day. That way I end up on the right side of the page. So this one's called Enjoying the City. Basically, after we finished traveling to all of the families and all of the friends, we had kind of a day to ourselves. So my husband and I, we went for a long walk. We walked from Dartmouth to Halifax. And this is me walking across the bridge. And then this picture is just like a little, it's a thing that's on top of a building downtown in Halifax, and to me it just feels kind of iconic, so I wanted to just include it in the book. The blue sky was so pretty. And then there's just like a little journaling spot here, and that's mounted on some green pattern paper. And again, this picture's on red cardstock, Snap Story stickers, and these are all Snap Story stickers. And then I just did like a piece of glitter tape, which I carried over to the other side to give me some continuity. So that was how we spent the afternoon on the back. This is how we spent the evening with our brothers and sisters. So my sister, my husband's brothers, like there's, I guess, what, 6 of us? 5 of us? Yeah, 5 of us. And so we don't often all get together, but we did this night. So it was really nice. So I just put the Merry and Bright sticker. Another one of my corrugated SEI stars with the SEI Brads, and it just says, "And in the evening, we all got together at Mitch's place in Sackville, and we played card games. We played something called the Coop, and something called, can't remember the name of the other game, Munchkin, I think. So we just played card games all night, and that was really fun. So I just put these little red dots, like ... to be continued, and then ... continued, to kind of give it, I don't know, make them seem connected. I don't know how well it has, it's maybe a little subtle. But this will go in the middle of the book. I think that's right about here. And there's only one more two-sided page to go. Can you believe it? Day 30 was our last hurrah. So this was our last night in Halifax, and our friends held a party. So we went to their house, and I managed to get a couple pictures. You can never include everybody in a party in a picture, but here's a picture of my husband and 2 of his close friends sitting in front of the Christmas tree. And I just put that on a piece of Teresa Collins pattern paper. I ran out of gold foil, basically. At this point, I'm almost out of supplies. Actually, I did really well in buying just how many supplies I need. I only have like 2 extra pages of pattern paper and not a whole lot of other stuff except for journaling cards. So these are the Snap Story stickers, and I just mounted them on a piece of the Bo Bunny pattern paper that came with the ephemera pack. And that was basically because these were the only letters I had left that had all these letters in them, and they didn't show up on the red cardstock. So this is a really busy pattern paper. This is one of the Miss Camille pages, actually. It's one of the really nice ones, and I didn't actually get through all the Miss Camille pages, so I definitely was kind of scrambling to use this one at the end because I realized I still had a few. The number is cut out of a sheet of Cartabella paper. There's like a hexagon print, and it's the Bo Bunny stickers, and I just traced them with black gel pen because they weren't showing up very clear. These are some enamel dots from the Teresa Collins Tinseling Company, and then this was one of the tags that came in the Cartabella paper collection, and I just put a picture of it. And this is my friend, me and my friend Alicia and my friend Chris, and I was helping her. She makes light fixtures. She's like an artisan light maker, I guess. I don't know what to say. So I was helping her construct those at the table because it was just kind of quieted down at the end of the night. That's one of the Cartabella Brads, and that was some of the Bo Bunny ribbon, and that'll hang out of the book, and I like that. And then the last page, number 31. So sad, going home. I would stay in Halifax forever if I could. I love it, and it's my home. But my husband and I, we belong in Toronto right now. It's where our lives are happening, and we're moving right along here, so we had to leave. And it's always very sad. So I just put a journal entry about that when we were at the airport. And the airport in Halifax, maybe you don't know, you can, they sell lobsters, and they're pretty cheap. So we picked up some lobsters to bring to some friends. We were spending the night at for New Year's Eve. And they wrap them up for you. They ask you how far you're going, and they pack that much refrigeration in them to make sure that you can get them home safely. It's a really nice service at the Halifax airport. So this was just our view from the plane. It was so oddly regular, I felt like I needed to take a picture. I don't know if it's farmland or what. And then that was just a selfie that my husband and I took on the plane. I like to always end off with a selfie because it's kind of a snapshot of who we are at the time I made the book. And this page was already lined, so hand journaling seemed like the best way to do it. This is one of the Cartabella tags. Again, I was scrambling to use it because it's my favorite tag, and I didn't use it the whole book. Just a green bling from the Bo Bunny. More Snap stickers. I don't know what I would have done without this sticker sheet. It never ran out. Everything else I ran out of for alphas, but the Snap Story sheet was amazing. So that was part of... It was just one of the things that made me able to finish this book. These are the black stickers from Sue again, and this little stripe was from the Artemio set. So here we go, last page in the book. Wow, it's a monster. So somehow I'm going to get this bound, and like I said, I'll give you a flip through video. There's a couple little touches I need to put in it, little journal spots I need to update. So that's the book. But I've got a bonus project for you. Every time I travel, I journal. Here's my travel journal. I just finished this today too. So this is just the simplest of books. It is saddle stitched, so it was long enough I had to make 2 signatures, and I saddle stitched them into the cover, and then I just covered up the saddle stitching with this piece of red pattern paper. This is one of the Teresa Collins pattern paper. If you'd like to learn how to saddle stitch, Sea Lemon's tutorial is amazing. I'll link to it at the bottom. And so this is just a piece of pattern paper, and then I put this over top of it, and then this is some Bo Bunny ribbon I put on both sides. And this was cut out of just a piece of pattern paper that I had, Christmas Cheer. It just seemed like a good title. Halifax 2014, and this is my journal from the time we left, it's the inside of the book, to the time that we, till the end of Christmas, or New Year's Eve. So that's it. I just typed it up, printed it 4x6 using Microsoft Office booklet printing. That's where the signature split you can kind of see in the middle there. And I'll see if I can show you my saddle stitching. I think it's right here. So you can see I stitched it in the middle. I don't know if you can see, but the thread's in there. So yeah, it was a really long journal. I think this might be the longest one I ever did, but really happy with how it turned out. And it's too big to fit in the book, so I guess I have 2 books this year, and that is what it is. So that is all I've got to show you today, and I just want to give you some reflections on how I felt about the process. First thing is that I am so in love with this book. I am so glad that I did it. It's a totally worthwhile project, and I'm really happy about the whole thing. In terms of supplies, I feel like I bought maybe a little bit too much supplies, but I've actually put a really solid dent in most of it. I only have a couple sheets of pattern paper left. I don't have a lot of stickers. I have lots of extra buttons, a little bit of extra ribbon, lots of extra journaling cards and things like that. And you know, stamp pads don't wear out, but, well, I mean they do eventually. But overall, I'm pretty satisfied with what I bought versus what I used. So feeling really good about that. Would I do one next year? I do not intend to make one next year. There are probably 3 reasons that I feel that way. The first is that I think year over year December is fairly repetitive. You know, like I said, the, where is it here? The 10th is always Cherry Cordials Day. Next year, do I want to do this exact same page again? Not really. So I think that there's enough repetition that I don't feel the need to do this a second time. The other thing is that there are days that are slow and I don't necessarily feel the need to record outside of my regular journal. So I don't think necessarily that I need to record all of those from next year. The third thing is that my travel journal doesn't fit in the book. So I think next year, will I do a Christmas book? Absolutely I will, but it'll probably incorporate both my journal and my photos instead of having 2 separate books. And my fork just fell off of my book. I just finished this like a minute ago, so I'll have to make some effort to get those to stick down better. Yeah, so for that reason, I am going to do a Christmas book. It's going to be different, though, than the December Daily. But that said, I'm really happy that I did this. I'm so happy I found the online community to be supportive of it, and I hope I was able to support you guys. I have lots more to post in the new year. There will be one more video in this series, so I hope you keep watching my videos. And yeah, just thank you for watching. Happy New Year.